Alright, back at it. Been right about an hour. So I went in there and monitored a couple of these little video clips. Sorry I'm shaking around. I'll try and be more stable. Maybe I need a little Tom Petty. Okay, so it's been got about 4 minutes left, and I'm still holding good. It dropped to 148, but it's popped back up to 149. That's not too bad from a hot day like this. It's brutally hot here in Texas. One of the hottest summers I've ever seen. So what I'm going to do now, though, since I'm right at about an hour, I'm going to go ahead and do a quick little mash out. I say quick, it takes 10-15 minutes to do a mash out if you want to do one. So let me see if I can do this here. What I did was open the valve down here. Just let the work flow in, fill the pump up. You can see the level of the water here on my return line. Now I'm going to set the burner here. I'll set the love controller on the mash tun. I'm going to hit set. Hit set twice. I'm going to bring this up to 168. Then hit set again to where it says SP again. Then you hit set and down button at the same time. And what that did was lock in my 168 temperature. So if I hit the valve switch here, the ASCO valve, it's going to fire that burner off. But first thing I want to do is get a little recirculation started. So I'm going to pinch this pump valve down here. We don't want to go full blast, because what we want to do is just have a nice little easy return. The pot up here, and that return, it's going to return the hot work from the bottom of the false bottom here where that burner is burning. It's going to return it to the top of the mash. And that hot water is going to eventually flow through, just recirculate, heat up the whole mash pretty evenly. So I'm going to turn this pump on. It's going to get a little loud for a second, but that's all right. And we don't want to go too hard. So I'm going to set the mash. So I'm going to get like a medium recirculation going here. You can see how I have the valve on the pump pretty pinched down. And once I get the recirculation the way I like, I'm going to turn that ASCO valve about halfway. I don't want a full blast flame under there. Just a little bit. So I've got a nice little easy flame going. Pilot jiggling around there. So that's heating up the bottom of the work in the mash tun, returning that hot work. But I can't measure that with the probe up here. So I'm going to take this probe out. I'm going to stick it in my tea here. So now, see, I lost a little temperature while I moved it. Now that's measuring the hot work coming off the burner and returning back to the top. Pretty easy. And it also sets the mash bed. There's the 1 hour mark. Sets the mash bed real nice and clears the beer up real good. Now let that do it until it gets, see, I'm already jumping up to 156, 157. But that's not the mash temp. That's just the hot work coming out from underneath the mash tun. That's going to be your mash temp right there. Now eventually this whole mash will catch up to that, and the burner will fire less and less as it gets up to temperature. So we'll let that run for a while and catch you in a minute. Time for another one. Okay. We're all mashed out. 168, looking good. I took the probe out of the HLT for a second. What I've done now, I set up a very, very slight trickle coming out of that return line there. Just a little bit. And right now, I'm still recirculating back from the mash to the top of the mash. And then HLT, I got the whirly gig going pretty good. don't know if you can see it in this video or not. Nice slow little rotation going there. And the rates, just to experience, they're about the same right now. I mean, I've done this a lot of times, so. But now it's time to start sparging. So I'm going to put this camera over here. What I'm going to do is just take that lid, put it on that pot. Take that lid, put it on that pot. Turn these pumps off. Back on. Really easy. So now, obviously, I'm taking the hot HLT water out of the tank, into the top of the mash to the whirligig, out of the bottom of the mash into the boil kettle. So, got it set up to about a 1 hour sparge.